All right, we're talking to Karyn Wilder, and tell me about your responsibility here and what we're going to have opening very soon in St. Louis.
Absolutely. I am the general manager of the St. Louis Wheel, so I will manage the wheel, the carousel, and the mini golf course. But in general, my title is General Manager of Fun. I get to bring to St. Louis a 200-foot observation wheel, which will operate 365 days a year. 42 enclosed climate-controlled gondolas, so rain or shine, hot or cold, you can come experience the St. Louis skyline in a completely new and different way. In addition to that, we've got mini golf and carousel, so lots of things for all ages to do.
So you're the operations person. What's your previous experience? What else have you operated?
Absolutely. I actually come from a chain of water parks in Texas. Is my previous experience. So,
which water parks are those?
Hawaiian Falls, the chain, and then I had a previous relationship with Icon Attractions, and when they came into an agreement with LHM to run this project, I was looking to work with Icon again because they are wonderful people, and came down and met LHM and fell in love with the whole team, and came in on a Monday and was here 2 weeks later permanently.
Oh, that's exciting. So tell me what you're bringing from the water park world to this.
You know, what we all bring is, first and foremost, a commitment to safety. In our industry, safety is paramount. It's the first and foremost thing. You can't have fun unless it's a safe environment. So we bring safety, and then we're clean, and then we're fun. That's our motto.
Thank you very much, Karyn Wilder. Judy Rubin here with Steve O'Loughlin of Lodge and Hospitality Management, and the question I'm asking him is what it's been like for their company making this bold foray into the realm of entertainment. They have a great track record improving hospitality properties, taking hotels and bringing in just the right element of a bar or restaurant, a music venue sometimes. I love the little place at the Cheshire where you can hear the live jazz. But this is starting to look like a theme park or an amusement park with a wheel and an aquarium and the projection mapping experience that received a THEA award a few years ago. So I'd like you to talk about how that's changed your company, how your company is changing, what you think of.
I think you did a good job. That's what we do. No. Well, it's different for us getting into the aquarium and entertainment industry, but it's taken what we've learned from like 360, the rooftop bar, or Westport Social. You know, we were trying to find things that were a little bit different and experiential. And I'll give you an analogy from a hotel point of view. If you walk into our Hilton ballpark and just closed your eyes and went into a guest room, you don't know if you're at a Marriott, at Hilton. It's very much of a commodity. And so what we try to do at Hilton, we created a 360 rooftop bar. So it's something different. You get these amazing views of downtown St. Louis. It's a great place for private events and celebrations and that kind of thing. And as we look for business opportunities, whether it's groups or conventions, it's our differentiator. So as we started looking into the St. Louis Aquarium, we were trying to figure out what do we do with this space. We had 120,000 square foot of space of a downtown mall. And when we bought it in 2012, a lot of those stores were closed. And so we kind of put it on pause and said, we needed to find a new story for this. And it took us a while. Originally, we were thinking of a mixed-use project with maybe a major office tenant and some retail. And we spun our wheels, honestly, for about 2 years and just couldn't figure it out. But I started exploring the idea of an aquarium and just looking at what's missing in downtown St. Louis. We're the largest market without an aquarium, and it still, started getting my wheels turning, and then also looking at the landscape of what Ballpark Village did very successfully. They're very good at the entertainment and the nightlife. So I did not want to replicate what Ballpark Village did. I wanted to do something that was different and go after a different market. So I started thinking about families. So looking at aquariums, we studied them all around the country. So we went from the East Coast down to Florida to the West Coast, Monterey. And some of the things that we saw, some of them are very nicely done, but I use the term, some of them are like a museum where you look at a tank and there's a Latin name and a fish and you just kind of move on. And so as a team, we were challenged with how do we make it a little bit different? How do we make this an experience? And so we had experience with the 3D mapping with John Maselli, and what he did up in the Grand Hall brought him into a room and said, here's a footprint of an aquarium, and how do we overlay some of the technology and make it more of an experience, with the challenge that you don't want technology to be everything. It's got to be subtle, but it's got to be fun and interesting and interactive. And so we just started studying the different galleries or components of the aquarium, and starting from the beginning with that grand lobby, that really sets a tone. So you've got amazing music that's kind of getting you in the mood and setting the tone for the aquarium. The ceiling kind of comes to life. It's kind of a wow. Then you get onto these virtual trains, and the inspiration for that actually was the World War II Museum down in New Orleans.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and they do an absolutely amazing job.
Beyond all boundaries.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You get on the virtual train and they give you an RFID card, and it's one of the soldiers that fought World War II, and you swipe it on the train and there's a video and you learn a little bit about that soldier, and continues on. Well, we're a train station, so after we visited World War II, again as a team we said we're a train station, we need some kind of train in an aquarium. It seems very hard to kind of piece that together, but we decided to use that kind of as the queuing element getting into the aquarium. We thought it was important to tell the story, what this was. There's a lot of people that miss that whole chapter. This was an actual train station. It was the world's busiest train station. How do we tell that story in a cool, entertainment, multimedia way? We'll build a faux train and bring in some multimedia where it comes to life. You have some narration, and it's a little bit whimsical.
Let me bring you back to the future. I just saw John at Infocom, actually, and I know he's got a new company. But coming back to the aquarium and the wheel and what you're planning here, it seems like there's no stopping you now. You've gone full bore into entertainment now. So what do you see as your next project?
Well, it's kind of funny. I am starting to get phone calls. Hey, there's a project here. Would you guys be interested in it? Honestly, this is our first venture into entertainment or family entertainment. So we're really not working on anything else. We really, really want to focus on this, get this going, and then we'll take a look at other opportunities down the road.
Are you thinking of adding an E to the company initials?
That's a good idea. Maybe we should look at that. This is a big, big part of our company, though. It's a big focus. Basically all of our resources are focused on this project, and we're very excited. And it's not just the aquarium. I'll tell you, right behind you is the St. Louis Union Station soda fountain, and it was the former Hard Rock Cafe, and they terminated their lease in August of last year. And there's part of me that said, all right, now what do we do? And I wish they would have stayed. It could have been a great element to the complex. But then you segue very quickly into, all right, this is an opportunity. What can we do? And as we looked at, the opportunity here was we needed a dessert place and something that was
family friendly.
Yeah, family friendly. And so came up with this idea of a soda fountain. And the team is they've gone crazy. So the folks that are really focusing on the restaurant side of our company, Blaze and Joy and Liz, did an amazing job of kind of looking at a 50s theme with very cool uniforms, great music, incorporating the big freak shakes, and then just smash burgers and chili fries and that everybody loves. So
that sounds like St. Louis food.
It
this
does.
is an ice cream town.
Yeah, and the candy. So it's got
that's right.
a really cool candy component, and it's done in I'll call it more of a contemporary way. So we looked at some of the candy stores that are in Gatlinburg, or the candy store that's in what are those restaurants? old time, old
Oh,
country.
gosh.
What is
I'm
you know
not
what
sure.
I'm talking about? But those old time candy stores in the restaurants.
Like the penny candy places?
Yeah, like the penny candy, but there's the restaurants that have those. This is done more in I'll call it a contemporary way. You know, it's all new construction and everything. So the renderings are just off the charts. I'm very, very excited about that venue. I think that in itself could be an attraction. People want to come to St. Louis or downtown St. Louis. I mean, where's a cool place to eat? You've got to go to the soda fountain, you know, to get one of the freak shakes and go to the candy store and that kind of thing. I think it's a big opportunity.
I think a restaurant absolutely is a destination.
Yep.
Thank you very much. I think we should
right.
probably end here with ice cream. I'm going to have to
There you
go
go.
get some ice cream now.